Hello everyone, welcome to the editorial analysis of the Shankar IAS Academy for today's date 21st of April 2025. So before moving into the articles discussion, there's just a small announcement to be made. The All India Mock Test UPSC test series are being conducted for the date of 4th of May, 11th of May and 18th of May. So interested students can join the test series to boost up your UPSC practice. Now, moving to the topics for discussion, these are the two articles taken from the Hindu. The first article, Technology and Rise of Great Powers, discusses about the confluence of technology along with the importance of great powers such as US and China. And the next article, called the Forest Conservation from the Hindu again, discusses about the importance, causes and challenges associated with the forest cover in our India in reference to the IASFR, that is the Indian State of Forest Report 2023. So without any delay, let's get into the articles discussion one by one. Now this is the next news about technology and the rise of great powers. So here the content is the recent tariff war between the United States and the China over the electric vehicles have brought in discussions on how technological advancements influence the global power transitions. So this comes in the syllabus for mains under GS paper 3 science and technology developments, as well as for US and China relationship you can come in international relations. So here we can understand how technology affects the balance of power and the lesson for India. Looking into the historical perspective as the role of technology in the global power transitions, the first industrial revolution played a major change. Here, the Britain's dominance have increased through steam engine technology. And during the second industrial revolution, the Germany's brought in the importance of chemicals and engineering technology. And for the late 20th century, we can take Japan as an example on the leadership in electronics and automobiles. So here we can see how technology played an important role in having global power transitions. And contemporary scenario now you can take US versus China, where the competition in AI, their role in semiconductors and renewable energy have increased highly. Understanding the concept of general purpose technologies such as the GPTs. So here the definition of GPT is are innovations that have broad applications across different sectors, which helps in transformative economic and social changes. So here through technological way it has a larger impact for the change of the society in itself. So the characteristics involves persuasiveness in the industries, continuous improvement and innovation in the field of technologies through the GPTs, as there is continuity and there is demand also, and also ability to respond to contemporary complementary innovation. So adhering to different demands of the society at different span of time. So for example, steam engine, electricity, so you can see the continuity, persistence and persuasiveness throughout the generation, as from steam engine it went to electricity to internet to artificial intelligence and ASCOM community and so on. So now we can take technology even in space. So looking into GPTs versus the dominant technologies, here looking the scope of impact, innovation, adaptation, persistence. When it comes to GPTs, it is economy wide and cross sectional, whereas dominant technologies, for us we can take keyboard. It is only specific to certain sector or market and certain job requirements. When it comes to innovation, they include complementary innovations they get in along with different sectors, but here we need to have incremental improvements, where as in the need of demand different two sectors can be getting into innovations, but here in complementary in itself, for example when it comes to internet or AI, certain things are complementary and it can have innovations. So when it comes to adaptation, it has broad and transformative capability, whereas the dominant technologies works with a niche, that is with a specific sector, that is having the widespread technology within the niche, within their own circle. Looking into persistence, it is long term adaptability, and looking into dominant technologies, you can say it is only due to the network effects. So here we can take examples of AI, internet, and here you can take examples of VHS or keyboard. Now how this diffusion of the GPTs, that is the general purpose technologies, into the national power or global power. So, for example, you can take Britain. They have leveraged the steam power across industries, leading to global dominance through networking and connectivity. So, it's basically in today's world, it is supply chain and logistics management. And USA have adopted and diffused the electricity and IT widely, enhancing their productivity. We can take Japan, excelled in specific sectors but lacked broadly in GPT diffusion. And in China, now they are investing heavily in the AI and green technologies to achieve technological and self sufficiency. So, even for our country, India, we are into sufficiency as well as promoting indigenous development. So, here, when it comes to our focus area, we can invest in education, bring in skill development, facilitate the general purpose technologies and adaptation, enhancing infrastructure to support technological diffusion, encouraging public-private partnerships in the R&D. Here, the PPP models are very important when it comes to diffusion of even in education, even in skill development, and implementing policies that foster innovation and adaptability. So, in conclusion, the GPT is a very important and critical determinant to bring in the confluence of great powers where there is connectivity and more transparency and more availability of information. And India's strategic focus can be helping to create a ecosystem that or a niche where it can support widespread adaptation of GPTs to enhance productivity, global competitiveness, but also at the same time to bring in innovation and also sustainability in coherence with the community present, because we know India as a country, it is a diverse country with diverse people and opinions. So this article is mainly important for your mains practice where it brings in different perspectives on how technology can be influenced in different sectors. So this is the question, mains question. Technological advancement, particularly through the diffusion of the GPTs, have historically influenced the rise and fall of great powers. Analyze this statement in context of contemporary global power dynamics and discuss how India can leverage GPTs to enhance its strategic position. So I asked the students to put in the answer in the comment section. So this is a news about forest conservation in India, their current status and the challenges presented. So here the content is, recently the Supreme Court have come down heavily on the Telangana's government for large scale felling of trees, which includes across over 100 acres of land in the Kancha Gachibauli area of Telangana. So this comes in the syllabus of GS paper 1, changes in flora and fauna, and GS paper 3, conservation, environmental pollution, degradation, and EIA, that is environmental impact assessment. So this is the news, as that is increase in the rapid development. It links to the shrinking of the green cover, that is the forest area, and why forest conservation is important and it cannot be waited. So here, according to the Indian State of Forest report, forest cover can be defined as all land over 1 hectare with a canopy density about 10 percentage, regardless of the legal status or ecological value. So here it means it also includes accounts plantations, orchids, bamboo, palm as forest. So these are called as forest cover, and this is the definition according to the Indian State of Forest report. So what the report consists of, these are the details, statistical details it present about the forest cover. So it covers about the total forest and tree cover. Here 25.17 of India's geographical areas covered in the total forest as well as in the tree cover, and they also cover separately on forest cover, tree cover, increase since 2021, and its changes in the forest cover and tree cover, and it includes these top states with maximum increase, that is the Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, and Rajasthan. So these are the forest cover status according to the Indian State of Forest Reserve, Forest Report 2023. Now, what are the challenges when it comes to forest reserve? Here, definitely developmental pressures such as urbanization, infrastructure projects, industrializations, and so on. Next is mining activities, where forest loss has been increased due to mineral-rich states such as Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and Odisha. And since they are the states with top states with maximum increase, here it can affect their conservation. Next is unsustainable practices. We all know shifting cultivation such as Zoom and agriculture expansion, especially in the northeastern states. Then monoculture plantations, where there is replacement of natural forest and with monoculture affecting the biodiversity, and inclusion of invasive species such as the Lantana camara, then Prosperous juliflora, threatening the native flora. So there is also challenges when it comes to the forest covers definition issue. So we have seen the definition here. The Indian State of Forest Reserve, sorry, report includes plantations and orchids also. So it potentially brings in the misinterpretation of what is the actual forest health means and what is actual forest cover means, since it includes everything such as plantations and orchids. Next is challenges such as natural disasters and climate change. Then legal framework gaps. Even though there are a lot of legal frameworks, recent amendments have potentially weakened the forest conservation efforts and limited community participation. Now, looking into the legal framework and judicial interventions, looking into the constitution provisions, Article 21 brings in the right to healthy environment. Article 48A brings in the state's duty to protect environment, and Article 51A, Clause G, brings in citizens' duty to protect the natural environment. So it all includes the fundamental rights and fundamental duties and also DPSPs. So looking into key legislations, these are the list of legislations present, such as Indian Forest Act, Forest Conservation Act, where it was amended in 2023 and it was named as Sanrakshan Ivam Samvardhan Adhiniyam of 1980. Then National Forest Policy of 1988, where there is involvement of Joint Forest Management Program also. Then Wildlife Protection Act, Environment Protection Act, it includes eco-sensitive zones also. Then Biological Diversity Act, Forest Rights Act. So we do have a lot of, as a country of India, we do have a lot of key legislation, but looking into the gap and implementation process, there has been challenges. And these are the notable judicial interventions regarding the forest conservation. So here the Govardhan versus the Union of India defined the definition of forest. Then Doon Valley case emphasized balancing development with environmental conservation. Then Narmada Bachao Andolan movement, one of the most famous movement, where it ensured compliance with the environmental laws present. And Oran's judgment of 2025 recently recognized Rajasthan sacred groves as forest. So this is one of the important current affairs to be taken in note. So now what is the way forward for these challenges? First, they need to redefine forest, bringing a clear and inclusive definition to guide conservation efforts along with the community participation and their uh, opinions provided, promoting the native species such as afforestation encouragement, bringing in indigenous species to maintain biodiversity, enhancing community participation, especially during the law making and for the legislations, strengthening the legal framework, ensuring effective protection on forests are enforced, and integrating conservation in development process. So here it brings balance in infrastructural growth as well as with ecological response and ecological preservation for sustainability development. So this is a mains question. Discuss the current status of forest cover in India and major challenges in forest conservation. Suggest measures to enhance forest conservation efforts in the country. So I ask the students to bring in their answer in the comment section and it will be reviewed. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to give a like, comment and share, and to further not to miss any other content, subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.